That's not true. I always know what to say. So, uh, the book today is me. Uh, in case you don't remember, my name is Sean. I live in a very quiet country called England, which used to be in the EU, and it's not anymore. But I am also Irish, so I am still in the EU. Yay! So I am a freelancer. I'm not an entrepreneur. So I will tell you a bit more about me, and then I will talk about a little bit the difference between freelance and entrepreneur. I have been a freelance trainer for maybe 20 years, but I was doing training before that for many years. I have done, I don't know, probably 100 Erasmus projects. And I started as a youth worker full time. And I had two parts. The first part was information, advice, and counseling for young people. So I did that for years. And then the second part was participation. So I worked with school councils or young MPs or youth mayors or things like this. And my job really was to help young people talk to politicians and help politicians listen and help politicians to speak to young people so young people wanted to listen. So I was kind of like a translator in the middle. Everyone was speaking English, but not speaking the same language, really. And actually, I also called myself a participation entrepreneur because I had to find lots of different ways to get them talking. So I did that for a long time, and I always liked international work. So I did lots of international work, and I started doing more kind of freelance projects when I was full time. So I could build it up really quickly, or really slowly, I mean. This is one difference maybe between entrepreneurs and freelancers. If you have a business, you have to sort of make it work right from the start. And when you're freelance, you can try a little bit, and you can keep your full-time job and then maybe try a bit more and try lots of different things. I can do lots of different things as a freelancer. For example, one thing I do is I do murder mysteries. So people have a party and we go as a group of actors and we pretend to have arguments, and then one of us is killed. And the people in the party have to decide who killed. So it's great because I don't need to remember a script. I just improvise. So I pretend to be a character, and then I talk to people. So easy and lots of fun. And I also do freelance training, and I also do Christmas shows for children, and so I can do lots and lots of different things. If you have a business, you have to focus a lot on how you sell your business. What is your business? People need to know what is your business. As a freelancer, they just need to know me. If they like me, then they want to work with me. And we can do all kinds of different things. People can say, could you do this? And I say yes, or I say no, and we can talk about it. So it's a lot more flexible to be a freelancer. Another thing I do is training for volunteers. So in international projects, when we have volunteers, they don't speak the language, and they don't work a lot with the public, especially not in a different country, in a different language. So I often show different ways to connect. Okay, and to make this interesting, I'm going to show you some ways. We're going to do some ways now. Okay. So it means we all have to stand up and go over there. So it's an active book. It's a talking book. So, when I'm working with volunteers and they're going to talk to the public, it has to be very low language or almost no language and very easy connections. So, for example, come a bit closer. I just want you to look at people and notice something they're wearing and imagine it's amazing. Or, oh, like you're really surprised. And just make a nice noise and go, ah, you know, if they have an animal, like, oh. Imagine it's the first time you've seen it. Or you could pretend that you're wearing, if you're wearing the same color, it's like,
Wow, this is
Oh.
pretty good design.
hey, yeah. So just,
I like minimalism.
so it's like, it's easy. It's like you're obviously positive. You made a connection. Doesn't matter if they connect or they understand, but you've done something nice and interactive. And you can, if everyone's wearing a nice t-shirt, you can kind of get an idea they're a volunteer, and they can just walk around and say, hey, or just do high fives. Or as they say in Poland, piątka. Piątka, piątka, piątka. High five, low five, five on the side, too late. Okay, so easy stuff, easy stuff. Children love it. And I invented some new ones. This is my Polish version. Piątka, dziesiątka,
Dwie dziesiątki.
stopa. And I think I did that one. No, we did, what? Where would we do that?
Dwa dziesiątka.
We do piątka, dziesiątka, czacha i blacha.
Yes, yes, and I used to do that with my priest as well. So another one. So like easy interaction is good, and noises are good, silly noises. So I do what I call a human piano. Okay, so everyone put your hands out like this. Now you are a human piano, and when I touch you, you make a note. Okay, but you have to believe it. You have to don't go. You have to go. Oh, okay, something like that.
Yes.
All right. Yes. Remember, we're working with children, so that's maybe not the best thing to do. And then we play the piano on the street, and when the children or people come, then you start playing the piano, and then I just they go, huh? Huh? Yeah. Like, and then they come and play the piano, and they call their friends. It's very silly and very fun. And then another thing I like to do with noises is imagine there's something broken on the street, and as people are walking by, you make the broken noise. So it's like, and the next person walks by, and gradually people wonder what's going on, and then after a minute you go up and you go, just silly noises. Noises are international. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's I have tons of fun as a freelancer. I don't need to do the background organizing, which you need to do as an entrepreneur. I don't need to worry about all of the logistics, which you need as an entrepreneur. So freelancing is definitely the best way for me. But it does mean it's a little bit harder for me to plan, and because I don't have a long business plan. Some freelancers are much more,
Yeah, there's
but
flu.
not
And the
really.
way
I like
the life.
I like the flexibility.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's some of the difference. Should we sit down for a minute and then you can ask any questions, or you can tell me about your ideas?
Can I say?
Yeah.
I like the actor skills. When you make the sounds in a different way, and when you do different actions, and also also when you say something in the interesting phrase. This all I very like it. This
Well.
at all what I want to say.
I do a lot of performance,
Yeah.
which is useful. I do a lot of training, and I want people to understand. So I want to be clear.
How can I learn also to be like you, do so good performance?
First, you have to eat more, and then you go. Oh, sorry. Okay. Well, if it's training, if it's talking to people, I think the easiest way to remember is keep it short and simple. And that's KISS. Keep it short and simple. KISS. When people are making presentations, I tell them, write down what you want to say, then change it and make it simpler and shorter. And then probably change it again. So one game you can play is think of like a Disney story and describe it in lots of detail, and then the next person has only 30 seconds to describe it, and then the next person has only 15 seconds, and then the last person has described a Disney film in 5 seconds. And it really helps you to cut down to the important things. Another thing is to make a connection, to be open and to have some energy and things. And like people.
Yeah, this is the
Just
main.
be nice to people and connect with people. Find a different way to connect. It could be that, just that could be your thing. It could be that you notice someone loves apples, so every time you have an apple, you go, you make a connection somehow, and then you bring everyone in. So I don't know, lots of different things.
Good.
Be loud, be clear, be confident, be direct. All of these things help you to connect.
Good one.
Be incredibly funny. That helps me. Maybe that's hard for you, but for me, it's
Okay.
choose your method. Wear loud T-shirts so people recognize you. Just do it. What does your T-shirt say? Bad idea, right? Oh, okay. Popular song. Is it by a popular singer?
She's called Olivia.
Oh, okay. Yes. She's great.
I have a question from my friend. How you solve the conflicts when you взаимодіяти? When you do something with a group, with the people, and they are angry.
You solve conflicts. The first way is to listen. And this is often the first problem. People just don't listen. I'll give you one little technique. When there are two sides, I write down what I think is your issue, and you write down what you think is my issue. And then we compare. And often they're completely wrong. You don't understand me, and I don't understand you. And then we can change it. Oh, I thought you meant this. No, that's not my problem.
And you learned it through experience, or you just read it somewhere?
I mean, a bit of experience, a bit of
like
learning new things. I like new things.
Yeah.
So, like with schools, school council and teachers, I got the school council to think of all the things that are important to the teachers, and I got the teachers to think of all of the things that are important to the young people. And if they got it right, we put it in the middle. And I tell you what, the young people were much better than the teachers. The young people knew much more what was important to the teachers. So things like that.
Thank you.
It's lunchtime.
As always.
You can video me if you send it to me as well.
Sure. Thank you very